What's going on, guys? It's your boy Devin, or Deteki, back here with a brand new video. So today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how you guys can get a very sick gaming banner. Because in my other video that I got over 15k on the gaming logo, came out pretty well, and a lot of you guys liked it. And I basically want to remake that video, but as a banner. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make guys a very clean gaming banner. So basically you can use whatever tools you guys want, but in this tutorial I'm gonna be showing you guys how I am gonna be creating this tutorial. We're gonna be creating something just like this, or something exactly like this, because I already have the files for Fortnite. So I'm gonna be doing a Fortnite thumbnail, but you guys can use whatever pictures you guys want for your guys' gaming thumbnail. So we're gonna go ahead to the left top. I'm gonna click file, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to create new. So we're gonna go ahead and do Control N. Alright, so the width and height, it's gonna be 2560 by 1440. Width is 2560 and height is 1440. So go ahead and apply that and press OK. Do something for me. So go to your Google search, your Google Chrome, your Firefox, whatever you guys use to enter search things. So when you go to internet, I want you guys to go ahead and look up YouTube banner guidelines and go ahead and download that. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna grab this second one, because this second one says 2560 by 1440. So this is the one I'm gonna be downloading as. I already have this picture, so I don't need to download it. But if you guys want to download it, go ahead and press right click on the image and go to image save as, and then go ahead and save it to any of your folders that you guys save your guys' stuff. So we're gonna go back to Photoshop and we're gonna open up that file. So we're gonna go ahead and press open, file open, and then we're gonna use that. This is the one we're gonna be using here. So once you guys have your guys' guidelines, we're gonna head and apply it to this template over here. So we're gonna do Control A to select the whole thing of our image, Control C is to copy the image, and then go back over here to the tab and do Control V to paste it in. So once you press Control V, it will automatically fit to the size it is extended to. So now we're gonna go to the right over here, and this right button right here is gonna apply us to create a new layer. So we have a new layer now. So since we have a new layer, we're gonna go over here to this toolbar, and we're gonna be using this tool called the rectangle marquee tool. Click on that and go ahead and select the box of the gray box, the darker box right here, and select it to the maximum point to this other rectangle box. So make sure don't go over, make sure to line up perfectly. Alright, so once you guys have done that, go over here to this selection colors right here, click on the first one, and you change it to any color you guys want. I'm gonna change it to black just for the example. It doesn't matter what color you guys change it to, it just matters that you guys have applied a color to it so you guys can see the guidelines. So once I have done that, I'm gonna do Alt backspace to fill in the color. Now I'm gonna do another box on this side. So for the middle part, you guys don't need nothing to do with the middle part. You can just go ahead and delete this layer or unhide it, and now we have our own guideline tool. So this helps us show that YouTube can only select this part of the text and this part of the image that YouTube can only take. So we're gonna go ahead and get 3 photos off the internet. I already got 3 photos right here off the internet. I'm using the Fortnite cinematics. So if you guys want to get the Fortnite these pictures, just look up on Google, type in Fortnite cinematics. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go create and add those files into our banner. Once the image is on top of the banner guideline, we're gonna go ahead and move this layer and drag it down to the bottom of our guideline, and we're gonna have everything stay in the middle here. So we're gonna have everything behind this image that we're using as right now. So we're gonna have to go line this up. That's okay. That looks okay. So just leave everything how it is. Just keep following on. Alright, so I added all the pictures that I wanted, and it looks like this is what our banner is going to be started to look like right now. So it's not completely finished. We still have to do add a little more steps, but right now this is the so far I have come. So on this right hand image, I want to switch this, so I'm gonna go ahead and press Ctrl T, and I'm gonna horizontal to the other way because I think it will look better that way. So I'm gonna go flip it horizontal, and it's gonna be this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag it on top of the image. So what I want you to do is grab the images that you guys got and put them on top of the middle image you're gonna be using. So I put the middle image to the bottom, and the ones on the left and right I put on top of the middle image. Now we're gonna be using the eraser tool. So press E on your keyboard, and then go over here to the left corner where you resize your brush and change the hardness to 5. And the size doesn't really matter, but once you guys get the perfect size, go ahead and do that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and erase in this part of the edges of the image we're going to be using. So make sure that you guys are on the layer that you want to be erasing. So I'm going to be using the right hand side, so that's layer 5. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this. Erase. I'm going to go ahead and wait. Alright, so I have used the eraser tool. I basically just cut off the edges of our text. So once you guys have done that, you guys are all set for the next part. But we're going to be changing up the colors to whatever colors you guys want. So we're going to go ahead and do this images into a group. So we're going to hold Control Z and then click on the bottom layer of our 3 images and then do Control G to group it. So now we have grouped it. So we're going to go ahead and add the whole banner pictures of these pictures that we used to do in the banner, and we're going to go ahead and add a black and white gradient on top of it. So to do that, so we're going to go ahead and use a gradient map. So go over here, click on this little sun piece. It looks like a half-eaten cake, and then go ahead and press black and white, and it's going to add a black and white color to it. So this, you guys are probably saying, oh, it's ruining the image. No, it's not ruining the image yet. So we're gonna have to go and add a new layer right here to the right and bottom corner, and then we're gonna go use the gradient tool. So go and make sure that you use an empty gradient tool. So usually you have an empty gradient tool like this black one, and go ahead and select on it. Select on the black part of the gradient tool. Change the color to whatever color you guys like. So I'm gonna be using a very odd color. I never use yellow, but I'm going to use a yellow. You guys can use any color if you guys want. This is the color I'm just using as an example. And we're going to go ahead and drag this up to the top and go ahead and cover it up. So we're going to cover it up to like where it's covering up the faces almost. So keep over and doing it until you can cover up most of it. So we're going to go ahead and change the blending mode of the layer we're going to be using the gradient tool with. From normal, we're going to change it to overlay, and it's going to change it to yellow. So this is the color I'm going to be using. Text here, you guys can add any text you guys want. If you guys want a gradient to your guys' text, I have left a package on my other video that I made, and showing you guys how you guys can install layer styles and how to get them for free. So these are the layer styles I'm going to be using here. So I'm going to drag a yellow gradient tool actually. I'm gonna go ahead and use a gradient. The yellow one? Nah, I'll use a white one actually. So now I've applied a gradient. If you guys want to apply a gradient, I've left a description to a video on how to apply gradients like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and resize this. Do Control T, resize it to the middle. Go ahead and mark that. So you guys can add some brushes to it to make it look more nice. So go over to this color selection tool and go and add some white, because we used yellow, so we're going to be using white. You guys can use white as well, or you guys can use the exact same color. So I made a new layer, so I did that, and I'm gonna add like pieces of white like in different spots. I'm going to change the blending option again and change that to overlay, and it looks more nice. So basically that's how you make a very cool gaming banner logo. You can add your logo. So that's how you guys make a gaming banner. Basically, it looks just like mine, how I have it. It basically looks almost just the same as this one, but this one has a little bit more detail because I added more detail to it. But it almost looks the same, just exactly the same. So yeah, so if you guys have your gaming logo that I made in my last video, you guys can apply that to it too. Basically easy, just Control A, Control C, and yeah. So so if you guys made it so far to this video, I appreciate it. I'm back on YouTube. But yeah, so make sure to leave a like on the video. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and press comment down below in the video, and make sure to hit the subscribe button because I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. And it's been your boy Devin, or Deteki, and I'm out. Peace out, guys.